A plot to poison Vladimir Putin and frame it as an accident has been hatched by Moscow's elite, according to Ukrainian intelligence. A group of influential individuals in Russia have allegedly started planning to remove the president from office, and even lined up a successor. The effect of Western sanctions on the Russian economy is the main factor behind the scheme, with Alexander Bortnikov, director of the Federal Security Service (FSB), said to be the favored replacement. The Chief Directorate of Intelligence in Ukraine said, "It is known that Bortnikov and some other influential representatives of the Russian elite are considering various options to remove Putin from power." In particular, poisoning, sudden disease, or any other coincidence is not excluded. Bortnikov previously served alongside Putin in the KGB but has recently fallen out of favor with the Kremlin following Russia's military losses in Ukraine. The former intelligence agent is thought to still have a large influence over insiders in the war-torn country, where he ran a number of agents. A Western source told the Daily Mirror, "These rumors and suspicions within the Moscow inner circle will sow the seeds of paranoia and doubt in the leadership." There is a significant suspicion that a small number of people might actually now try to get rid of the Russian president, but whether they will succeed remains to be seen. It came amid claims that Putin has agreed to meet Vladimir Zelensky for talks which could end the war in Ukraine. The Russian president, who has seen his special military operation grind to a halt in recent days, was said to have committed to a summit, which could be announced this week. Russia has also dropped its demand for the Ukrainian president to be removed from office and replaced by a pro-Moscow puppet leader, a concession forced on the Kremlin by its failures on the battlefield. Yesterday, President Zelensky also said he wants to talk to Putin face-to-face, but issued a chilling warning that if talks failed it could mean World War III. Speaking on U.S. television channel CNN, he said, "Talks are worth pursuing even if they have a 1% chance of success." "We have demonstrated the dignity of our people and our army. But unfortunately our dignity is not going to preserve lives. So I think that we have to use any format, any chance, in order to have the possibility of negotiating." The possible peace talks come days after Putin held an extraordinary pro-war rally in front of tens of thousands of spectators. Officials acting as mediators between Russia and Ukraine said there had been a convergence on key issues. These include Ukraine abandoning its bid to join NATO, demilitarizing in exchange for security guarantees, and lifting restrictions on using the Russian language. For its part, Russia would be required to announce a ceasefire and withdraw its troops from Ukrainian territory. Moscow also wants Kyiv to recognize its annexation of Crimea in 2014 and the independence of two Russia-backed separatist territories in the eastern Donbas region. However, Ukraine has ruled out making territorial concessions as part of the current negotiations. Once both sides have finalized these agreements, Putin will publicly agree to meet Mr. Zelensky, it was understood last night. But fears were raised over Russia's motives for engaging in dialogue last night. The U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, described the talks as one-sided. Other observers suggested Russia may be playing for time before kickstarting its faltering military campaign. Yesterday, NATO's Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg echoed Mr. Zelensky's concerns that the conflict could escalate beyond Ukraine's borders. He added, talks are needed to prevent the conflict becoming a fully fledged war between NATO and Russia. But it is far too early to say whether they could succeed. It came as U.S. President Joe Biden declined an invitation to visit Ukraine as part of his European tour this week.